Want to know the biggest secrets behind the successful visual design of your products? Watch this video to find out. Now, we all have our favorite digital products that we just love. The ones that just feel right when we're using them. Everything just has its place, and the whole process is easy and intuitive to use and just makes sense. In reality, what we're probably talking about here is the UI or UX of an app or software product, and how those elements work together can make or break a product entirely. So, in the second part of uncovering the software development lifecycle, we're going to dive deep into visual design. Hi, I'm Matt from Spring Digital, and in this video, we are going to cover UI, UX, and visual design in the software development process. Let's get into it. Now, first things first, what is UI and UX? UI stands for User Interface. In short, this element refers to the way all the elements are laid out on the screen or phone. Things like buttons, text, images, forms, and anything you interact with on the application. These also include critical things like animations, transitions, and that pop and swoosh movement that you love on that favorite app of yours. And then there's UX, which is user experience. Have you ever been on an app where everything is just in the right place? It all just makes sense to you without needing to find the help section and knowing exactly what to do step after step. This is where user experience is really making magic happen. To create that experience though, countless hours have been spent by the design, business, technical and testing teams to make sure that when you use the product, you know exactly how to use it. Ultimately, the quality of the user experience is determined by how easy or difficult it is to interact with the elements that the UI designers have created. Make sense so far? So, what does this mean for you and your next project? Let me ask you a question. How many times have you left a website feeling frustrated and not being able to find the information you need? Or perhaps you installed an app that said it will do exactly what you needed in the description. It takes 2 minutes to download, there's a sign-up process, and then you find it doesn't do anything useful. You find yourself uninstalling it. The internet is full of examples just like this, and 9 times out of 10, it comes down to poor user experience. For this reason, it's critically important to the success of your product to always incorporate design thinking into your project. If you care about your customers and want to keep them coming back, this is where it all starts. Now, not tooting our own horn here, but the team at Spring Digital put human-centered design at the forefront of our app and software development cycles. It makes good sense when your mission is to deliver software and apps that people love to use. So, if you're thinking about developing a digital product, you should be thinking about this stuff too. To do this, you need to employ a holistic approach to the design process, which follows 6 critical steps: research, information architecture, wireframe and prototype, design, develop, evaluate. Now, let's take a look at the approach in more detail. Number 1, research. It's impossible to build an app or software product that people love without thorough research. To make decisions and build solutions that work, you have to first clearly define the problem. It's vital that you clearly understand what problem you want to solve and who you're solving it for. This stage usually involves preparing things like building buyer personas, conducting a competitor analysis, drawing up a SWOT analysis, and other activities. All of this will leave you knowing everything you need to learn about your target customer. Number 2, information architecture. The information architecture step is where we map out all the screens and how the users will interact with them. To do this, we study things like user flow, customer journey, sitemap, and everything at a 50,000 foot level to make sense of how it all fits together. Number 3, wireframe and prototype. A wireframe and prototype are developed to allow the project stakeholders to see an early vision or indication of the product's functionalities and flows. This is where clients start to get excited as they can see their vision coming to life. The goal is to help visualize the journey through the product and validate the idea. It is important at this stage to road test these with a select group of the target audience to make sure the assumptions and ideas are all validated. No one is better to tell us we are right or wrong than the people who will be using it. Number 4, design. Once validated, the design phase is where all the colors, images, and final concepts are put together. This phase is where you should spend a lot of time reviewing and nitpicking as much as you can. Take your time here and make sure that when you sign off that you're happy. Because in the next part, the developers come in. That's number 5, develop. From a design perspective, this is the part of the process where the designer takes a back seat and the development team takes over. There are small inputs needed, but not too much. For you, the main job here is making sure that your design is translated well into the various releases you are given. If you have any issues, speak up. And then hopefully small fixes can be made on the fly. Number 6, evaluate. Finally, evaluations take place after the product is close to being finished. This is where the designer steps back in to sign off on the overall design treatment through to development. The designer should also be doing a check to make sure that their, and ultimately your, vision is being realized. So I hope you found this second stage of the development process interesting. If you have any questions on this topic or really anything to do with software and apps, reach out to me in the comments below or head over to springdigital.com.au for more information. And don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos just like this. Until next time.